Alright. Alright, so this is the gist of chaos theory. This is where the park starts. And I'm still playing the mission, but building a park that's successfully making income. But you know, I got herbivore enclosure here of Dryosaurus and Struthiomimus. See, the new system works now, where you have to create pathways. So the blue is low demand and the red's high. So depending on what your park wants in these places, you know, the red wants drinking amenities and shopping, and I have food, so that's covered. But the problem is even though it wants it, doesn't necessarily mean it will make profit. And that's the trick, is trying to get these amenities to make profit. And this game is thoroughly based off of amenities and profit and your dinosaurs. And that's what kind of sucks. It's like you have to do amenities and dinosaurs near each other. But then over here, I have another herbivore enclosure with Parasaurolophus and a Triceratops here. Where are they? Here. Oh, okay. So the Triceratops have ventured into the Parasaurolophus side. What's interesting is you can divide your enclosures up by territories, which is weird. The Triceratops are over here because there's no food for the Triceratops here. And this is all Parasaurolophus territory, where over here is where I put Triceratops territory, and there's more food suitable. And it's funny because it's like they switch sides. I guess they're wanting to switch each other's diets and trade food. They're trading plates at the dinner table. And of course, you know, you have the park tour and everything and other amenities. And then here, the game sets you up with this enclosure first. And this is a raptor enclosure. And you can have way more raptors this time than last time and stuff. And, you know, when I get the chance, I'm going to spruce up these enclosures more and stuff, because I don't like the, you know, you have to kind of just make them quick or else you fail. And that's what kind of sucks, you know. And but over here, these are all other, like, amenities, like operations, like a response unit is now the ranger team, and the expedition staff. So what's cool about this is when you have scientists now to work with, you have to let them rest, or else they'll sabotage your park. So I'm just going to let all my scientists rest. And while you make them rest, you can't really do anything, but that's okay. You can train your staff and stuff to do better things and everything. And now the paleomedicals unit goes and heals your animals. But if it's something they can't heal in the field, you have to trank your animal and send it here to this little pad. And then they heal it that way with these machines. They turn them into cyborg dinos. And then here's my Dilophosaurus enclosure. And all that. See if they'll go and attack a goat. I heard something get bad. But anyways, so there's a Dilophosaurus enclosure. And then just more stuff, you know, hotels, other amenities, bunkers, cheap burgers, boba, t-shirts. This is an attraction center, so it's like it brings guests to locations you need, you know. Like, let's say if you had a T-Rex here, you would want this here, this piece of a amenity, because it, like, you know, It's kind of like the hype man of the buildings, and these will make the profit for it. But here's my Metrocanthosaurus enclosure. And his enclosure is pretty big, a little bit too big, but oh well. But yeah. And then, you know, of course you still have regular viewing platforms and stuff like that, but pretty much this is it. You know, it's not finished yet, but this is my progress so far. And, you know, this whole entire time I've been slowly making a profit, and as long as you're making some type of a profit and not losing money, I'd rather do that than anything else. But anyways, but yeah, you know, and then once you get the park finished, if you want to, I'm sure you could redo the whole park without it failing. But because what sucks is because these missions start you off with like a time limit, basically, you know, and you have to get your park obtaining revenue before, you know, you run out of money. You have to kind of like half-ass it and, you know, rush, and that's what sucks. But one thing that's cool is you know, you can go to the configure and you can change the type of like place it is and stuff to make more money or whatever, you know. Or, you know, see here the local interest, so your park guests will be more interested in certain things and stuff. Uh-oh. And now they're fighting. Uh-oh, see. So now this guy's injured, and you can either... Oh, he has eternal bleeding, so is that something I can heal in the field? No, so you have to capture him. Take him there. And if you don't want to wait, you can speed up time. This comes in handy because everything is a lot slower. It'll trank him eventually. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, slow it back down. And then you just transport it. Nope. You transport him all the way to this little building. And then you have to pick your scientists to do it. So that one's good in welfare. That one's also good in welfare. And so is that one. So the more scientists with the better skill to do this, the faster it'll take. So it takes 26 seconds to do it, where it could take like 3 minutes. So that's kind of cool, but that's how you do that. And then, yeah, so this is the gist of my park so far, you know. Of course, and you get, you know, other types of energy sources, like you can use gasoline powered generators, or you could do the traditional power stations. I still prefer the power stations because you know, they don't cost money as much as, you know, like these fuel stations here. And I just think they're kind of pointless. These are like backup generators, you know, and I mean, they're cool to have, but if you don't have the money, like in the beginning of the game, it costs you way too much to maintain them, you know, so it's a constant struggle. But once you progress, you can start making the park more to how your play style is, and I just like the electricity better. But yeah, you know, it's not the simplest game. The first one is a lot easier, and in my opinion still a lot more fun. But you know, yeah, you know, I hope once I finish it, it gets a lot more fun, or, you know, what I hope is once I get the part completed to how I want it to be completed, I can just go and create it the way I want after I've done everything, to where I'm not having to be, you know, under others' orders and just do it my way, you know, like in the first game. So, and what's really cool too is the hatchery. You can now airlift dinosaurs. So if you wanted, you could delete this hatchery and build a little enclosure and place this to it, and just airlift dinosaurs to the enclosures instead of having hatcheries in every other place, which is kind of cool. But, you know, anyways, so yeah, this is my park so far, and I'm at 4 stars with it, you know, so almost 5. But yeah, so, you know, there's that. You know, I definitely would recommend, just if you really want to get this game or play it, buy it really cheap. Buy it when it's cheap, and maybe wait until there's a couple more updates available, because there's going to be tons of DLC coming out for it, according to Frontier, and hopefully just some more updates to make the game a little bit more simpler to play. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, here's my park, and I'm on my way to build a T-Rex. So, and what's different now is, if you want new dinosaurs, you have to like research them, and then when you research them, then you can go and get them through expeditions. So like this, you need to get all of these scientists. So there's a 7. So I do not have enough scientists to even do this. So that means I either have to hire a new scientist or train a scientist to have better, I think it's, I don't know, whatever fucking research would be. So there's logistics and something else. I don't even have enough for this one, probably. So there's that. That's gonna be 2 million to do that? Damn. But anyways, so here's the park.